Sports, it's in the game.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what the I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'ma get it as so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke, so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless. But look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon. Cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets that say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy, never get behind me. Told you I'm the best, I done said it with my chest. So for real, nobody try me.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big crowds, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really get drunk, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck, gon' make way for a prodigy.
And I say, one for the money and two for the love. We the new era, so whoever may feel they above. Live in delusion, that's an illusion, it's absent. Keep it together, don't act like you didn't know what it was. I'm on a whole nother planet, I'm about to show you. This wouldn't work if we planned it, meaning you won't understand it. We after rings like a Saturn, this feel like splitting an atom. You got involved with the pattern, so now we up and we at 'em. Watch out for my evolution, around and start a revolution. I am more than a being, I'm an institution. If I gotta reiterate, that's where I'ma lose it. It's my world and I'm generous and let y'all peruse it. How obnoxious, she ain't got a conscience. She's okay with being a little absurd and pompous. That's because I kill it, then stick around just to haunt it. Waiting on my thank you, be grateful that I would even let you watch it.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big crowds, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really get drunk, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck, gon' make way for a prodigy.
Gonna catch your breath for a second. Look at your neighbor and check in. We bout to march, so if you not get to stepping. I done told you who I am. I'm a force to be reckoned with. I think just be mad because my voice is so decadent. I'm setting a precedent. No mistakes and no accident. We ignoring the standard set cause our lowest is passionate. This alone is a classic hit. I'm a verb amongst adjectives. If the industry full of and my words is a laxative. explosive. I'm a maniac on these beats, I'm insane and it's not discreet. I'm enraged because y'all ain't see it. I'm spraying on every street, entertaining, no whack opinion. Who's saying we not elite? I'm over Balenciagas, I'm changing into my cleats. It's go time, it's showtime. I ain't calming down until this place is a ghost town. Tired of the faking, we bringing back Motown. No sparing this going round. I'm taking no prisoners, so prepare for a showdown.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with the big crowd. They already gone by the size of me.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami.
Coming up, we've got a good one here in the AFC, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Miami Dolphins.
The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway from Miami.
Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Throwing to start here is Tua.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Tua to try again on second down.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
It's now third down.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Go ahead.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Now Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside, but he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Watson just beating the play clock. This complete to David Bell. And he's brought down 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
Watson on first down. Pass complete to Moore. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Dolphins' 35-yard line.
And Chubb will try the middle here. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Here's Watson on the sneak. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Now Watson going to sneak it, and he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
But when it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the first down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right, why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't mess with handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gut.
Exactly. Create that. Just a little bit of space should get it done. You're almost able to take the snap, just fall down and pick it up. They got it there.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
To about the 26 here.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
Busting free at the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
They'll try the air now with Watson. He's got it. Touchdown. Harrison Bryant from 6 yards away. And the Browns post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0.
Dolphins nothing. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run the offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe the Dolphin got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 15 at the 34-yard line.
Get set.
Tua sets up to pass it.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and 5. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it.
And shutting him off now open field. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
Tua going to try and go quickly here.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Time on three, kick. Out.
Tua now on 1st down. This one left side caught by Berrios. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 15-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here's Tua. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. The final shot before the break, Watson. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he returns this to the 22.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe making a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
2nd and 9.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss.
And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Watson now to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go long, and hope someone would come free.
On 1st down, Watson.
He's got the connection to Moore. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Second down and a yard. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They're going to run this with a tight end. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
We're set. M24.
A toss play to Chubb. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let him outside where they can really shred your defense.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here's Watson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Dolphins, nothing. Dustin Hopkins.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Berrios now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready, son?
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope. That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
20, TX. Hey, 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 hey. Whoa. Out.
Tua going to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
After the interception, here's Watson. Complete to Bryant. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
For as good as Nick Chubb is in the open field, he's every bit as good when they line him up down near the goal line. He's a speed back between the 20s, but a power back down close, and he forces his way into the end zone.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Browns 21, Dolphins nothing. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there.
Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2. Tua going to try and throw for it.
That's caught. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
The return from his end zone is Grant.
Hard running at the 15.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, though?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And he'll be out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Browns tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Dolphins 6. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Berrios now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good for Dolphins. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Browns' 40-yard line.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Now Tua. Dancing to his left. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a 1st down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Solo left Zion.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the
21G.
21G.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th, but a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard...
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Hey, 21
Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
The Browns drop.
Point them out, 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 point them out. Watch them panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him.